This is a Headgum podcast.
The worst part about being a drummer, but being the drummer is the worst because everybody knows when you mess up because you're too important.
It's loud. It's an invisible.
It's more of though. It's because it's like loud. we all just like need you the most.
Also, just me.
Oh,
you know? I feel like
sweet.
because you and Gio are the loudest in my ears. I'm always looking back like,
get over here.
When
like when Gio does something funny or something.
Oh, dude, I know.
I mess up so
heard
much
that.
during the show that I don't even think anybody would ever. Who knows what's right? You know what I mean anymore?
You know what's been really funny? Did you see my comment about your screams in the live? Like, I didn't realize you were like.
I don't
Whenever
have
you're screaming.
Instagram. What are you talking about?
No.
What? Oh, you're talking about the live.
Brag.
I thought you were talking about the. Oh, you're talking about the live.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm
have you
screaming
heard
the
these
whole
mixes?
time.
No, well, I
was
heard.
texting you about
I heard. Yes, Naomi was texting me. I've been
Pink
scared.
Light sounds so good.
It sounds so good.
It's really hard to listen. Like, even though we sound amazing,
Yeah.
it's
Dude,
worse
I
than
really
like
didn't
listening to yourself talk.
Dude,
I know that I
experience
scream
it
the whole. I'm
hard at
screaming
all.
the
I
whole
was just
show
like,
because
this
I'm
is
trying to get
Screaming
people
the
to
whole
sing.
show, but I didn't
I'm
realize
running
it was
across.
like you're actually in the genre of screamo. Like I was like, who/what the hell is that?
That's what I'm
You
hearing
also
when it's
hear
like-
me.
when it's
You
like,
also hear me go stereo.
yeah.
It just pans across the head.
Because my two vocal mics are on the whole time. So if I'm at the keyboards and Joe's running across the stage, I hear it
It's
in
because
my
I'm trying,
mic.
and then you'll hear me once in a while. I'll be like,
No, and it was in I Know a Place, and it was. Are we recording this? Okay, so in I Know a Place.
oh,
it
when
was
I say right now.
Yeah, that's just what I was like.
But they scream too.
Yeah, I know.
So right now, right now. Like I'm like,
That's
wow.
actually sick.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that was pretty
I
good.
didn't
Let me
really,
tell you.
I really realized you had
And
that
everybody pops their
capacity.
pussy then.
So
There's right
awesome.
now, pussy
Is
pop.
that what they're hearing?
Yes. They
They
scream
they
really
know?
loud.
Yeah.
They know.
The first time I noticed that was watching back the Lollapalooza, or I think it was Lollapalooza live stream, which is awesome. But at the beginning of it,
I
it
don't
comes
remember.
out and Josette doesn't have a pick. And basically, like, comes out and turns out and goes, I don't have a pick. There's no pick. There's no pick. I don't have a pick.
Yeah,
and
because I have to try to communicate. Because he's also when he starts.
In the main mic?
Yeah, it just something's picking up just on the broadcast. And it's
That's so
like,
funny.
yeah.
It's also because when I have to,
Yeah.
because Ivan does so much that when I need him to pay attention to me, I have to say something
Yeah,
15
no.
to 20
Yeah.
times.
Oh, he's
And
doing
so
a
I'm
lot
like,
of stuff.
I'll
Yeah.
do something like that.
Krabs.
Yeah, I literally have to do things, or I'll go like the slide. I'll be like,
Yeah.
Poor
For
guy.
Sure.
I know. Watching him run.
or if he's in the moment, he can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's singing and putting a new string on us. So the
That's
12
when he's
string or
feeling
whatever.
good.
Watching him run.
Then he's singing. Watching him run, I know. And I saw him run at the Sydney Pride when my pack went out for the
yeah.
most amazing
Wait,
version of What I Want.
I want
All
to say,
time.
just as we get into the episode, welcome, Sarab.
Thank you guys.
I can't believe you haven't
I'm so-
been on yet.
I feel great to be here.
Wow.
Thank you. I feel lucky.
I'm very
I
excited.
feel filled
Thank
with
you.
joy to see you.
It's,
I feel the
it's
same
a
way.
joy. It's
Hell yeah.
it's exciting.
I put this on. I watch you guys. I watch the YouTube version when I'm missing you guys, which is a lot.
It's so
That
cute.
is,
And so
you
I'm
guys are
happy to
all
be in
so fucking gay.
Yeah.
You do it. Gio does it. Ivan does it. I once
We
I
are.
love it.
ran into
We're
Gio at the
honorary.
gym and he was listening to it.
That's
I was
so
like, you
sweet.
gay guy.
Yeah.
He is. He's the Sydney gay man.
Yes.
Officially.
gay
But
man.
for some reason,
Technically.
we decided to just jump right into talking about the
One of our favorite topics.
the most embarrassing
Mistakes
things that
during shows.
yeah, the worst things that have happened to us on stage.
Yeah.
And so you brought up Sydney Pride.
I did bring up Sydney Pride, which is basically where a very interesting version of What I Want, where on the first downbeat of the song, my pack went out. because somebody
Explain
had been.
what that means to the layperson.
Yes. Okay. For a listener, it's what we use to hear ourselves.
For listener.
And it's the only way to monitor and to hear anything. And without it, especially as a drummer, like I can't. Like if your guys' pack goes out, you can at least hear
you can still play.
Yeah, you can be like, okay, you can hear the drums. Follow the drums.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm in time. When mine goes out, there's
You're
nothing
in
for me to follow. I'm in hell. And it was a big deal for you guys. There's a lot of people there,
That
and
was
someone had been trying to
awesome.
jam
The show
Lauren.
just sucked.
It was.
Shout out
Just
to
the
Sydney.
worst.
Were we
Yeah.
headlining?
No.
Were
It
we?
was-
We were opening for
Sort
Kim
of.
Petras.
We
You guys
kinda
still
were.
Oh yeah, we were
Yeah.
opening for Kim
Like,
Petras.
jump
Okay,
back
so
in.
we were opening for Kim Petras at Sydney Pride, and What I Want was the first song to start the set.
Yes, and my pack goes out, and so I have to stop playing. No one knows what's going on. I managed to kind of get. I think even these guys.
but the track was also out.
So you couldn't even
no
hear.
track. I think kept
No, you
going.
couldn't hear the click.
No,
could hear
the
it,
track
like
was
it's-
out because we didn't remember like we were doing like a slow version.
No.
No,
Or was
track
that
is
was
still
just
in.
because the drums are
Oh,
so
that's
Katie
we
was
didn't
kind
know
of
that.
singing it and like
Yeah.
thinking that each chorus, like he's gonna come back in on this chorus. Like, okay, he's gonna drop in, and then it was like.
For some reason, I thought the track was out
Okay,
too.
so
just fuck- and then,
okay,
of course
so
I didn't come in.
It's four on the floor, right?
Yeah.
Right? She says?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I mean-
know her own music at all.
She doesn't listen
No,
to
you're just
anybody
feigning
else.
ignorance.
But like I think you were playing maybe trying to get like the downbeats of every measure.
I was trying because what
yeah.
I thought somebody. So this was the thing. I managed to get someone's attention and Frankie's attention, and then she signaled to Ivan, and then Ivan comes running like
Ivan
from
looks like
around
this.
the
He's-
corner. He was so
Yeah,
far away.
sweating.
He's sweating.
Him
comes
running is also
out.
so funny.
It was so cute. It was almost. It looked like slow motion to me, but it was very
I'm
fast.
sure everything
Yeah,
was
he was
happening in slow
galloping.
motion.
He like walks fast like this.
Well, his ass goes
butt. He has such a cute butt, and his butt's
Yeah.
shaking.
Iconic
He's
butt.
definitely
He's
Mr.
so
Bubble
cute.
Butt
I
out of
know,
anybody.
it's-
Crazy butt.
He's
just
the
remember
best.
also-
He cares so much.
I wanted to be like
The
Ivan's
stage-
butt, everybody.
Wait, could we?
Yeah, we'll put in a
We'll
picture.
get a photo of his ass.
God, Ivan's ass is amazing.
Dude, the
You
thing
always
is, people
want
are
it,
gonna
but you always want it.
people are gonna
on your hand
find
too.
two asses. He's like Bear City.
You know what? And it's straight and gay, because sometimes when you're straight, like you don't always.
Care.
I've definitely been in LA, not been thinking that it was a hot ass, and it was it was
A man's
man,
ass.
yeah.
I love this.
Recently, blowing
It's true.
sexuality
Sometimes
wide
just
open.
a picture of a butt.
well, a nice ass is a nice,
Nice ass.
Well, that's this.
I think you told me I had ADHD. The three of you did.
Yeah, you really
like
didn't
sat
like
me
that.
down.
I'm sorry.
I just didn't know because in the 90s you'd like, I mean, you guys caught the end of it, but they
Yeah.
don't. You're just like, yeah, like I can't pay attention. It's not like they don't give you a term for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
It's
the kids
like-
that had AD, what they would call ADD, were like the world's most disruptive maniacs in
Yeah.
school. And it's like, if
I
you're
was-
not
Yeah.
that,
Right.
I
Yeah,
was
there was
one of
no
them.
H. I didn't
Yeah.
know about the H. It was
Yeah.
just ADD.
Well,
I
that's
don't know what
kind
the
of
H stands
new.
for.
That's kind of new.
it's new.
Attention
But also it's just
deficit disorder.
hysterical
disorder.
freak disorder.
His disorder. It's the male version. Attention deficit.
I
is
thought it's
disorder.
all the one thing now.
Yeah, it
is.
is.
ADHD is both. But I feel like the stigma was just like, if a kid is like
Disruptive.
standing up and screaming in
Yeah.
class,
Yeah.
then that's ADHD.
tap dancing
on
or
the
whatever.
desk.
I
No,
remember those
I just
kids
had
for
the,
sure.
the
Yeah.
capability
Everyone's
to.
They were
I just
awesome.
got everyone
Yeah.
else to be disruptive. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know how to unlock
No, but it's
people's
really
minds.
it was
It's
really
true.
just because like I feel like sorry, I'm getting a phone call.
Not to brag.
Speakerphone.
Not to brag, spam risk.
Okay.
Not
We
to
should have
brag.
answered.
Um,
We should start
Yeah, I
calling
used to
back the
answer-
spam numbers.
I used to answer spam phone calls when I was a child.
That's
Wow.
But it's really just that it's just
I've always
that
imagined what that's like. I've never done it. Sorry. That was why I looked in wonderment.
you and I feel like it's so easy to talk to you.
I agree.
You guys are both fucked.
We're-
That's why.
Well, it's like I just relate and it's easy.
You're
Like
right.
a lot
You
of times
guys
I
are
feel like
both
I have to like
fucked.
do a certain amount of labor to like
Right.
interact socially with other
Yeah,
people, and you're one of
yeah.
those people where it's like I really can
It's
just be
easy. Yeah.
Thank you.
My-
You guys
myself
have,
and-
you guys have
That's
the
so
sim.
sweet.
You
Thank
guys,
you.
if there was like a brain map, you have to have like the
a
same
similar.
one
path.
of the neurotransmitters that is to do with the ADHD, his disorder.
I feel.
Well, I
both
don't
have.
know for
There's
sure
also
with you.
there's
but-
whatever
100%.
whatever the like geography of your brains is. There's a giggle There's a
yeah.
giggle.
You guys have the giggle matrix.
Yeah,
Giggle
we
matrix.
It's
We
literally
do.
it's the
Giggle.
graph.
It's the same. It's
Yeah.
the same. And I felt this the very first time
the best.
Katie and I messaged was when, you guys were doing auditions and you were looking and Katie and I went back and forth and I was like, Katie had said like, send us your info and we can send you stuff. And I was like, yeah, I'd love it. Like, okay, cool, let's do it. And then a little bit went by and I of course sent no info because I'm a moron. And Katie just wrote back, drop that email with the 2 eyeball emojis. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, this person already thinks I'm a fucking moron.
No,
Not at
But
all.
then I realized, but something in me told me she didn't.
No.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
It was the
she
eyeball
knows.
Because I do the
emojis.
same
Yeah,
thing. It's just
exactly.
like, oh, he put his phone down at the wrong time. Like,
But
and
I
it's
didn't.
gone.
I
phone
thought I
down
had
and you
even-
run away for
It
weeks.
didn't
thought
even
you
occur
sent
to me.
it.
It didn't occur to me to even send you any info. I was like, yeah,
Interesting.
let's do this.
Yeah,
She'll find
And-
me.
We'll figure it out.
I like that blind faith.
but it's also that I feel like
Hell yeah.
as we've toured, like there's been like us as a duo has become this notorious thing of like
Yeah.
we
Well-
shouldn't be alone anywhere because
Yeah.
we'll get lost.
It
You're
happened
gonna get
recently
lost
at the
Yeah.
airport.
You're
We
gonna
were
just
get
went the wrong
lost,
way.
Katie and Sarah.
or everyone has to check every room that you've been into.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that we're gonna leave
Especially
things.
Yeah.
you. No offense, Katie, but
Yeah.
it's
I think
because
I'm
you're
worse than you.
you have to be more
The leaving-
responsible for yourself too.
I do, and I have done the leaving stuff enough that I'm kind of like I don't want to feel the pain of it. There's even like
sucks.
It is pain.
You know
when
what?
it's a
You know
little
what?
thing.
You know what? The worst thing we've ever done
Oh,
was
no.
we
yeah.
pranked Sarab.
Mistakes.
Well, I think we start it, the three of us.
Oh my gosh!
Also,
yeah.
we
kept
Yeah,
stealing
we
his.
started it.
We
I'm
kept
ashamed to
stealing
say.
his sunglasses. Well, we did it once, and then other people did it after us, and we unfortunately convinced Sarab that he had dementia.
Well, that tour
He was
started
really
with me
upset.
telling them because I'm entering into my 40s, and I was saying that I
Wait,
feel like I'm.
no. I was gonna say to the listener, like I sometimes I guess I just temporarily forgot that you guys can't talk to us back because I was gonna say, guess how old Sarb is.
I know I blew it
Fine,
out.
guess
We're gonna bleep his age.
Guess in the comments.
Yes, in the comments. But I also one quick thing because I saw it today, and I'm glad this is coming up on Natalie
Dementia?
and Charlie's podcast Exploration Live. They said if you like pranks, that means you have ADHD,
I love
Oh,
pranks.
wow.
which I think is really funny
Explain
and
that,
kind of
though.
true.
Wow.
She
Did they
didn't
just-
explain it.
Oh, she just said it.
Yeah,
This is
she
not
just said it.
this is just a person.
This is I just saw this on their Instagram. I think it was a
Okay.
paywalled content, but someone was like
Paywall.
that when she
Paywall.
said that
Paywall.
sent me, and I was like, that does feel true.
I
Like,
love pranks. I love scaring people. I've
You
scared
do. You did get me.
Oh no, we got
And I was-
Frankie.
yeah.
I once hid. Okay, so I first scared Penelope this way. I hid in the dressing room.
I
We
see
were
what you
during a
think to do.
festival.
Was it? Oh, did you get me at MSG?
No, I got
Oh.
you at a festival,
Okay.
the one in like Denmark, or
Oh,
it
it
was
was a
like it was
festival.
no, it was in the UK, and I hid in the dressing room and I popped up, and popping up
Josette
is the
could
best
have
thing
a
I actually
ever.
show
remember
where
that.
she
I
just like
remember
pops up
exactly
and scares
suddenly.
people.
It would
It's
be
like a
called
little
Joe in the
demon.
Box.
Yeah, that would be your dream. I feel like.
You
It's
got
just
Frankie
so much
really
fun.
bad.
Oh yeah, we
badly.
did get Frank. That was
Yeah.
that was
Frankie,
the best.
we got so bad, which was so awesome. She came because it was me asking for help, and she was like, "This must be something terrible."
Yeah,
Naomi's
that
asking
was awesome.
for help.
Oh yeah, because you
Rounded
never
the
asked for
corner,
help.
and there's Josette. It's one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. Did we ever post it?
I think we
We
had
need to
to, but
post
we
it
can
again.
post it at the end of this video.
We'll include the.
I've always kind of
Zoom
thought
into my
it's
hand.
funny just for us, but
No, it's funny because if you play it in slow motion, she looks and she's kind of
when you guys zoom in at her face. Wait,
Yeah,
you
she
gotta zoom
goes
in on put her face right here and zoom in on her face.
the amount of editing work that we have
Oh,
started
man.
putting on you guys. But yeah, so pranks
original-
are funny, but the
Yeah.
prank
This
with
prank
the
was
sunglasses
sad.
ended up being
It
kind
ended
of
up being sad.
and I
Well,
am
Gio,
sad.
No,
Gio
it
took it to the
really-
next level, I think,
He
and
did
Ivan.
take it to the next
What do you
level.
likes
do?
pranks do?
They just kept stealing them.
They kept stealing, and you guys had gifted me these sunglasses, which I thought was so sweet. And
We
even
got 'em
though,
for
even
free,
though
hon.
I know,
I know, but
and you guys
he's a
didn't.
nice
You were like,
guy.
we would have put them in the trash. But, I still was touched though.
And I love that
I
about
like
We would
you.
you
have
guys.
upcycled
And they were-
them. We would
Yeah.
never put them in
And
the
I wore a pair of Ray-Bans here that you guys got
I love
me through,
my-
and I
my-
like wearing them because they're from you guys.
Oh,
And that's
you
just the
monster.
truth.
Everyone's gonna be
My favorite
crying.
thing is how appreciative of the stupid things that cost us nothing.
They mean
Or to
they're-
give you.
They're meaningful.
Yeah. So you were trying to hold on to it because
so
it
I was
had
trying to hold on to them,
value.
and I thought they were cool. They
they were
looked
the white
cool.
ones. They were those white ones.
They were the white ones, and then there was like a kind of a more like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure looking one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, kind of pop arty.
Yeah,
Very you.
Devo.
I really liked him, and then and then you. So the first time I left him, you guys found them. That was at the Sydney Pride.
At Sydney Pride, yeah.
Yeah.
And then. Should I finish, by the way, saying what happened with Ivan? What I was convinced?
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Sorry,
You
I
can
know I'm
eventually. This is
a
ADHD
terrible-
Tie up
request.
the sunglasses.
Okay, thank
And
you.
then,
Sorry.
and then you can do that.
Thank you.
No, this
Thank
is-
you. The sunglasses.
Sorry.
Sorry for having a scrambled egg for a brain.
I think, being with you is scrambling mine. Joy.
You're really scrambling my egg.
I
Well,
like that. Could mean a lot of things.
I like
Yeah.
that, definitely.
But
Whoa.
Did you think what I was thinking?
Are you thinking about like penis, like
Like
scrambling the egg so
Yeah.
deep?
Ew,
Wow.
guys.
Were
I
you
was-
not thinking that?
no,
I was thinking
wasn't.
like when a girl. This is so gross. When a girl's like, he rearranged my guts.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not
I am
into that.
gay.
No, yeah,
That's too much.
no. Don't
I'm
be
straight
doing
and I
that.
don't like that.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, what about
But I
your
mean,
gut?
I
I
say
don't
that
want
with
I'm
love.
anybody to do anything to my guts.
anti-penetration in a
Yeah.
way.
You love penetration.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that, but
I mean, be like, you love to like talk about penetration all the time.
Yeah, why if you hate it so much, then why the hell are me and Joe hearing about it all the time?
I'm anti-penetration
with guts
for me.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah,
I mean, girls, same.
Take it all out. Anyway,
yeah.
Just take it
get
out.
rid of this part.
Fuck.
Okay, Sarah, you can continue.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
Scrambling my
It's
egg.
my fault. But so with the I know, but that's that's how I am.
Every time
know.
you say something mean to yourself, I'm gonna spank you in front of the camera.
Oh wow! Like, that was an interesting episode. You guys are like, okay, like I think I like the other ones more. But
No, people are gonna ask Sarab to come back
I know what the workplace is like too much.
because he activates us.
I know. Ooh.
Yeah.
but so the first time you guys actually found it for me, and I thought I lost it. I already felt really bad, but and Naomi presented me with them, and I was so happy. And then, but I was like, okay, the dementia thing is like true. It is happening. And then fast forward a couple
Poor
days, we
thing.
went to
You
the
called
beach.
your mom, right?
I did. Yeah, I did talk to her about it.
You're good.
Yeah.
Thank
and
God.
and then and then we went to the beach, which was so fun. And then afterwards, we were using
Was it so fun?
I thought it was fun.
Cold.
It was
Wait,
fun.
we
cold,
had
right?
a better day when the three of us went and Gio met us there. Remember?
But it was
we had a
fun. It was
warmer day.
funny.
Well, this
It
was
was
the
funny.
first
Yeah.
time Ivan had went to
We got Indian food after, didn't we?
he'd never been to this
We did.
ocean,
Yeah, it was awesome.
and
Yeah.
he was
Which
feeding.
ocean?
I don't
We
remember.
were on the Gold Coast.
We were on the Gulf Coast.
in Brisbane, Gold Coast.
Whoa,
That's what
Gulf
they call
Coast.
it.
I was like, I didn't think so, but fuck.
The Gulf Coast of Australia.
But he was feeding the birds the sandwich from his hand.
Yes.
Yeah.
Playing with the seagulls.
I remember that.
Okay, so you left them
Yeah.
at the beach?
I had him next to me when we were doing that, like those little shower things, those free
Yeah,
public
yeah.
showers. And then I just went into the van. And then when I sat in the van, after a minute or two, I was sitting in the front seat alone. I was just like, oh my gosh, like I don't have my glasses. And I frantically started looking around the front, not knowing that in the back, Frankie had known that basically Gio decided to take them
Yeah.
from there while I was showering, and I didn't notice. And then I actually literally was, kind of
Thinking, like,
fixating
I'm
and
going
panicking.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
going crazy,
so
and it's real.
bad.
Frankie knew that he had taken him. She watched the whole thing go down. It lasted about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And then even when we got out, I kept saying to them, I've lost my glasses. Like, and I asked our drivers stay, and then I searched the van again at the
Poor
hotel.
thing.
Is this?
They watch all this happen.
Did they also throw away your food by accident, and
They
then you
did.
thought that
Yeah,
you had
that was
done
the next
something
day.
with it?
Yeah,
Who threw
again,
away
I
your
thought
food?
I
Well,
thought that
Ivan
I
was
left the
cleaning
food
up
somewhere.
he was cleaning up the dressing room.
Oh,
It
wait,
It
was
was a great
intentional.
plate of food too.
Yeah, he threw it away because Ivan said
It was like,
what
you know when you make a
the-
catering
yeah,
plate?
well,
So sorry.
No,
Yeah.
no. But Ivan said that the full plate that you made was what his scraps look like. So
Yes,
it's
he did. He
obviously
did call
this
them
is
scraps, I
trash.
think, probably too.
And so he
yeah.
threw it away, and then
He
that convinced
thought,
you even more.
Like he had a plate of food that
Chicken,
he
I
had
think.
thrown away.
yes.
Yeah.
But then I think he thought he was having dementia. Yeah, he like turned around and he was like, I just threw this away. And he threw it away again. Like it was like Lucille Ball choreographed, where it was like Sarah must have come in.
I think they stole your glasses again.
He thought he was getting dementia. I came and then I thought I was getting dementia because he thought that he was.
Contact dementia.
Didn't they steal your glasses again though?
So that was the main. So I wouldn't stop talking about it, and Nick knows too, who I always room with, and I kept telling him, and I was like, dude, I think like, this is happening, and I'm like, I'm losing it.
I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. And so he heard about it, and then the next day I was just in that room after the food had been thrown out, and I was just kind of like, man, like this trip is like, okay, it's like going interesting. And then
wait, so it was more than a day that he
they let a full day or two go by.
So fucked.
And let me ask this: did we know we were in on this?
We weren't. We were told after.
Yeah.
Like we weren't being like.
Frankie was in on it though.
Yeah. We found out at that venue.
I feel like I might have known.
I don't remember.
I remember finding out at
what
that
I
venue
knew or what I didn't know.
But when they told you what happened?
Well, I just came out, and Ivan just came kind of very nonchalantly walked up to me and set the glasses down on the table, and I went.
Scared
and I went, and then they just started laughing, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What?" For real, I was I was like, "What is going on?"
It's like not even.
I just didn't understand because I went so deep into the whole thing.
But that's another part of you that I relate to. Is like I feel like you're really goofy, but you also like you can go into like rumination
definitely.
and also like over responsibility for like things that you're doing or not doing. I feel like there are moments on tour where we're like.
we cling to each other. Yes, there are.
Well, back to
the time. Remember the time we were both like, "You don't have to do this." If you
I do remember that.
Wait, what?
Joe's like, "I don't like that." No,
It's just like because it's like
you can quit music.
I've gone through. I
go through that every day. Someone to tell you like
that it's okay if you do, and then you're like,
if you need to go.
It was. I do remember that actually.
Also, it's like the moment someone tells you you can quit, you're like, I don't want to.
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
that's
I don't
want to.
Exactly.
I feel like treating everyone like a dying pet.
You can go.
Yeah.
But I don't
and you're like, oh, actually, no, he's still alive.
He's still alive. He's still here.
Remember in 2018 when Border Patrol separated thousands of refugee kids from their parents like a bunch of assholes, deported the parents back to their home countries while keeping the kids in cages in the U.S.? We live in one of the most fucked up realities of all time. Well, believe it or not, 6 years later, there are hundreds of families who still have not been reunified. Unsurprising to me due to the United States being so profoundly evil. Although we as a community may feel helpless at times, we recently learned about an organization called Al Otro Lado, which means on the other side, which works to reunify families. They provide holistic legal and humanitarian support to refugees, deportees, and other migrants in the U.S. and in Tijuana through a multidisciplinary, client-centered, harm reduction-based practice, which we love. Since 2018, they've reunified over 100 refugee families ripped apart by Trump's zero-tolerance policy, continued by Joseph Robinette Biden, might I add. Once reunited, Al Otro Lado helps each family find legal representation, housing, and the counseling that they need in order to heal and get on their feet. God, just imagine having your if you have children, you probably, it goes without even thinking about it, but as us not having children, we have to imagine what it would be like to have your child ripped from your arms and never knowing when you would see them again. It's like one of the most inhumane things of all time. We can't let family separations go on. It's so messed up. And if you're like us and believe that all families belong together, then join us in supporting Al Otro Lado and donate today. Donate today.
You can find the link to donate to Al Otro Lado in the description of this episode or go to gum.fm/charity and donate today. You can also consider volunteering with the organization, which offers opportunities that are both in-person and virtual. The best way to get involved is by filling out an application on their website at alotrolado.org/volunteer.
California is Mexico. And so is Texas. And so is the whole United States.
Yeah. We need to finish Sydney Pride, which is something you took a lot of shame for.
I
that
did.
also wasn't your fault.
You know what
I know,
also
I
part of it
internalized
was?
it.
The stage was so big. We didn't have a sound check. So when normally we can kind of continue to play okay because the stages are not fucking
Something
insane,
was fucked with the ears,
deep.
though. The
But
ears were messed
we
up.
were so far out and far away from you guys that we couldn't feel track. We could only kind of hear it. And we were also in a weird place with the PA. It was weird. That shit was very
all I
strange.
know is it sucked.
It was strange for everyone. Okay, continue.
It was Jay. I felt so badly.
I wish I remembered what the groove was that we ended up kind of
I
establishing.
feel like it was like half.
It was like a jazz lounge version.
It did. Katie went full lounge, and then just thinking that I was going to come back in at any moment, and it just never happened.
Yeah, I was
pretty
always
sure
kind of
it was
adjusting
halftime,
my
but-
choreography.
Yeah.
I think I played a
ready
wrong
to start
chord.
jumping again.
I think the whole thing was just. It was nothing was as bad I think as Stay Away.
But you know what's
during
crazy
Casey,
is like
but
there was no like
was awesome.
there was no chatter
You need the
about
click.
that whatsoever.
Nobody
like,
cared. No one
afterwards.
cared about us.
Everyone was gay.
Everyone's gay and drunk.
high
You play
and
like
drunk.
a weird fucked up version
No,
of
but
like
by the end
your
of the set,
opening song.
they
and
don't
what-
give
but
a
the thing
fuck.
is,
They
I
can't
gotta
hear.
be honest. It's not how you start. It's how you end it.
That's true.
Always.
Also, people
You
are
had
probably
people.
like,
You by the end of
they
the set, we're
started?
playing. Yeah, but they're like, what an interesting. People also like an
They've had
interesting
14
rendition.
beers, like-
You know, they're thinking, wow, they decided to do something different. You know what I mean?
Oh
People
my
only
God.
really know if you fuck up and it is out of tune.
Yeah.
Like I don't think anybody
Yeah, like
knows
if the
if you do
auto-tune's messed
anything
up.
out of time
Yeah.
or forget to play or something. I think
Especially
people
at
only
Pride.
notice when it's out of tune.
people
Yeah.
are like, he's so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my God, she looks amazing.
Everyone was
Sydney Gay.
looking at Gio.
It's like totally fine.
God.
But that was funny.
That was really funny.
That was the first show after also being when you do international travel right before shows and you get on stage and you're like, what time is it?
Well,
Like,
they
your
were even
body's
worse
so
than
fucked
us.
up.
We'd been
Dude,
in
I know.
Australia for like a few days, I think, by
doing
that point.
promo and shit.
But this was it was just I still swear that I did hear somebody say, play something, play anything. And so then I started trying to play a kick drum and it was out of time. And then Gio was like, oh, like he's going to play the bass drum. So he started tapping his leg and I was like, all right, like I'm gonna follow it. It was so
fun.
That's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
was-
genius, actually.
And it, but
that
it was
you guys were doing.
we
it
were
with visual
we were
cues.
trying, and then afterwards, someone was like, "Yeah," like Ivan was like, "I was surprised you started trying to play." I was like, "Well, I mean, dude," I was like,
Someone
"You did
told
yell at
me.
me."
Yeah.
He's like, "I didn't yell at you."
You
Who
heard
the-
a ghost.
In a
Yeah,
Batman voice too, in the Christian Bale Batman voice, which I know Ivan does.
I
Yeah.
have
Play
to say,
anything.
even more information from that. That is 100% your internal dialogue.
I
That is
don't think
100%
anyone
what
said
Christian
anything.
Bale
Yeah.
is. Someone who's like a stagehand who actually only speaks when he's like in someone's ears
know.
playing
Yeah.
pranks.
I
Yeah.
wonder. It's
Somebody-
so
yeah.
wild.
Somebody right now
Well,
is
it turns out it was
being like,
Frankie.
So crazy.
like, get this man some therapy very quickly.
So how long have we been playing together now?
Not even that
I was
long.
thinking about that coming over here. I think it will be 3 years this fall.
That's
Yay.
21. The
insane.
Foodie tour was the first tour I did with you
Yay.
guys.
I'm like, I can't
Wow.
believe it hasn't been 100.
I feel the very same
One of
way.
my
I can't believe
my
it's been 3.
one of my best memories from that is when we were eating Chipotle out of pure desperation, sitting
Oh,
outside.
yeah.
It was
I
cold.
remember
I
Ivan picking me up
remember.
and I got like a full wedgie
Sarb
like
is a
all the
very
way to my
cute
face.
individual. Like one of the things that I feel like is a constant battle for you on tour is also with Ivan is like you are always cold.
I am always cold.
And you love
Feels good
to
to
be
hear
in
that.
places
Finally
that are like a
remembered.
furnace. Yeah, how's
Yeah,
the temperature
if
in
it's
here?
it's wonderful.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of stuffy.
I'm
real-
cold too.
How are you?
I'm
The weather
there
the
with
next
you.
couple days, I think, is going to be right up
really
your alley.
excited,
I am
Naomi.
too. I've
Yeah.
been. I sit
Very
outside
excited.
and I bake.
It feels good.
Yeah,
But our production manager is a big man who is always
hot.
really hot and
I-
sweaty.
Yeah, he is.
Seeing the world through Ivan's eyes sucks.
Yeah.
you know.
I know.
It's like you're like the world's just not made for this
I
man.
So
know.
like when we're on the tour bus, like
Validating
the
for him.
bunk area
He knows.
is kept like
freezing.
like a Frigidaire.
Yeah.
Like a
Frigidaire.
Our bunk
in an
area
ice-
is
in a little ice
Only
box.
the-
extraordinarily
it's-
cold.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
it's
they all
only
have
the
to be,
Yeah, they
maybe?
kind of. I think it's
Yeah.
also because it's like you can always put a blanket on. You can't take a blanket off.
It also
That's
kind of
true.
helps
You know?
you sleep, I guess, to
Yeah,
be a little
definitely.
cold. Like to be cold is better than to be hot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of going to sleep.
Yeah.
But I mean like we knew that you were always kind of cold as a person. But when we went to that, was that on the Phoebe tour? We went to
It was.
Chipotle?
It was like
Chipotle.
we
were in
last
Buffalo.
day, maybe.
Yeah, it sucked because remember everyone
The
who
food
worked there
scenarios
wanted
were
to
so
die,
terrible.
and like it was like
do
100 people were
remember.
in that Chipotle.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was like a field trip. You know when you go somewhere and there's a field trip happening?
Fuck,
It's like
dude.
that's bad luck. But we
That's bad luck.
That means
it
bad
is.
things are going to happen to you later that day.
We were sitting outside and eating Chipotle, and we just noticed that Sarab's you're eating your little bowl, and your hand is literally like
I was
He's so
shivering.
cold.
Yeah, I
It was
couldn't
really
I couldn't
sweet.
get the food to stay on the.
Oh
on
my
the fork.
it was violent.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah.
And I think also in true, Indian fashion, I had gotten my hands involved.
Yeah, well, you have your chips.
know.
You like to.
Yeah, maybe
think
that was what
that's-
was going on. And because I had sofritas on my fingers and salsa, and it was so cold that it had like started freezing on my hands.
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah, something like that. No,
Like,
see, that's how it was in my mind, though.
No,
I
we
know.
weren't even.
I always tell Ivan, I'm like,
most
bro,
of
it's
us-
like Antarctica
most
out
of
here. He's
us-
like, it's 70 degrees.
Yeah, most of us weren't even wearing
think that
jackets.
your food was possibly freezing over. Like I'm gonna go ahead and say it was probably 65 degrees.
Most of
out.
us.
In my mind, it was
I know.
Antarctica,
I know
though.
that Ivan
And
was
my
wearing
body.
a t-shirt. I was only wearing a flannel.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
weren't. No one was really layered up.
I know, but it made me
that-
realize how much of a soldier you'd been.
I
He's
and
number one
it
soldier.
It did feel. Gio spotted me walking on Hyperion, where I take my car, and I was wearing this, kind of ugly big green sleeping bag, he calls it, and I guess it was a little warm for
I know
it.
your
love to
sleeping
see
bag.
it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I was just walking, with bad posture down Hyperion, and Gio he's like, bro, I just saw you wearing a sleeping bag. It's 75 degrees out. What are you doing? It's like it felt cold when I took
that's
the
so
car.
Well, you're
in,
just
but-
such a skinny boy. Like you don't have anything to keep you warm.
Wait,
Yeah,
how was what's up with Sikh New Year? It was just Sikh New Year I saw on your Instagram.
See,
Yeah,
it
happy
was. Well,
Sikh New Year. It looks so
thank you,
beautiful.
thank you. It was a really nice thing. It was. It's officially this Saturday.
Cool.
Wow.
I know this will probably air, but the
That's
13th
fine.
of April.
Everyone will put it together, yeah.
And it was this cool celebration they do in downtown LA every year at the convention center.
Cool.
And
I
I
didn't
did
know
miss.
that.
Yeah, it's
The
awesome.
biker
You guys
gang
should
looked
come next
fucking
time.
dope. I would love to.
Because anyone can go and they'll just feed you.
That's
and
fucking sick.
They were doing sword fighting too, like ancient Sikh sword fighting,
That's
which we left
awesome.
before, but it's called
That's-
Gayotic, and it's like capoeira. It's
Cool.
kind of like staged
Dance
martial
fight?
arts,
So
but dance
cool.
fight. But I mean,
With
Sikhs
swords.
used to really. I know. I think they're actual swords because they like clang them. And it's like, whoa. you know.
That's fucking
So I don't know.
cool,
I just-
dude.
I haven't really seen it, but I imagine that.
I
That's
like
what it's
that
like.
though.
Was it
Thank
packed?
you. It was packed, yeah, but it was
That's
pleasant
awesome.
though.
That's so,
It was very easy to go
sick.
around, and they do kirtan, just like this beautiful. I sent something to Katie because I thought she would like. I'll send to you guys too.
Yeah,
It
please.
was so beautiful.
It's awesome.
Cool.
It's good for me because I forget that I'm Indian or Sikh sometimes.
Yeah.
But in like not just a physical way, in
Yeah.
a cultural way. So it was
Yeah.
it was good. It was good for
The
me.
touch in.
And the
yeah,
whole
Yeah.
family
totally.
was there, right?
We were all there, yeah,
So
and
fucking-
and the
yeah.
biker gang was rad. There was a Sikh biker gang.
Those
that
jackets
rolled
are
up.
I love that
hard.
so much.
Like,
yeah, and
so cool.
and they were like, some Sikhs are like huge. I'm obviously not.
Yeah, you said
but
that.
Yeah,
Is that like a thing?
They're a fighting.
There it's
Yeah,
a fighting
warrior.
thing. Yeah, obviously, if it was back in the 1400s, they would have not had me fighting for them. They would have been like, you cook dal,
Or you're the
Would have been
musician.
like, okay, yeah, musician front line. Like
Jester.
if he, if he gets
tabla
he gets
player.
taken out early, it's okay.
Yeah.
He's sacrificial.
Oh no.
Yeah,
You have been learning tabla.
I have. I haven't. I haven't like. I was pretty into it last year, and
It's really cool.
It was awesome. And then this year, I've been trying to like do more besides drum stuff. Do more like piano and theory and harmony and stuff. But
Cool.
I do want to. Everything. Tabla is like a thing that you do have to give it commitment like every day. It's you kind of can't like pick it up here and there. But I've got a couple of things under my fingers a little bit.
Yeah,
So
cool.
It is
You
so
know.
cool. You're so good with practice. Like
he's Mr.
I
Practice.
I really
I love that. I love that about you.
I think
awesome.
I think for drummers, I feel like all kind of, decent drummers have to be because of the physical nature of the instrument. I guess trumpet, trombone also, they've got like embouchure stuff with their lips that they have to do. But for drums, it's like there's so many different muscle groups. Like if you only work on your hands, then when you go to do a show, like if we're doing a show and your feet aren't happening, like that'll affect things.
Yeah,
And so there's kind of a, you kind of have to keep a lot of it up, and then there's like a brain thing, and
that's the worst part.
The left brain, right brain kind of dexterity thing. Yeah.
And and the more you can, and this is true with any instrument, but the more you can practice the physical aspects of it, the more you can unlock the sort of, you can play things without having to necessarily like think them through ahead of time.
That's you know me. It's my favorite. It's the only way.
Yeah. That's my dream. I don't think I've ever really attained that on any.
This is what I mean. I know
You
when
do
we
with
do
singing
rehearsals.
You do.
I know
You bust
Sarab
stuff
will
out.
always want to rehearse as much as
I do.
I want to.
I do. I
Yeah.
really do. Yeah.
My king.
I think Geo too.
Yeah, Geo too. Anal men.
Yeah.
The anal man.
The anal
In
men.
more ways than one.
Yeah.
The first way is that he likes saying, and the second way, well, we'll leave that to your imagination, folks.
Yeah.
That's libel. I didn't mean that.
Do you want to
So I
talk
used the
about
roll.
your like hygiene routines? Because I feel like you have
Like like manicuring.
yeah, manicuring. Well,
What the
You're an
fuck?
Invisalign
Oh.
king, too.
Yeah, what
I
the
am.
fuck?
I
Are
have
you
them
talking
out
about
right now.
coconut oil? What the
Yeah, I
fuck
can
are
talk
you?
about coconut oil.
Fuck you making
I
this
don't
man
mind.
talk about?
I don't know what else you want to talk about.
I think it's
What-
great.
what-
Want to talk
how-
about food?
Yeah, we can talk about a bunch of stuff. We can talk about how we met. We can talk about our favorite memories with each other. But you want to hear about what he does with his balls.
It's not just the balls
Not
part,
just
by
the
the way.
balls. Don't you use it as you use coconut oil as body lotion?
I do. I use it. It was taught to me by some doTERRA representatives. The
What is
essential oils.
Oh, okay.
It's awesome. It can be a little culty, but it's great. But they gave me a really great like post shower skin thing, which
Cool.
I tend to focus on certain parts more than others with it per your but I should be focusing on other parts.
Good for the whole bod.
It is good for the whole bod. I forget.
And isn't
the
it like
rest of the bod.
antibacterial or something like that?
Yeah.
Coconut
Yeah,
oil?
people.
Yeah.
That's also like the pulling oil.
It is right.
I
the
believe in
pulling.
that.
I believe in
remember
pulling
that.
oil, dude.
I
Do you guys
used
do
to
that?
do it, and I just
It's
did
an
not.
Ayurvedic
I just
thing.
did
Is
not
that in your
feel any
mouth?
difference.
Yeah.
It's not to it's so oil, a lot of the bacteria that your mouth creates is oil soluble, so it can be broken up by oil.
Cool.
And so like Ayurvedic, it's an Ayurvedic thing, like people using like gargling with, not gargling in your throat, but like
But you
swishing
swishing
it in your
Swishing.
mouth.
Like up to 5 minutes. essentially.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
would do it.
Do you
You
still
can
do it?
I haven't
Think you had
gotten
a period
anywhere in
of
a minute,
time.
but
No, me neither.
I'm so paranoid about getting cavities.
Yeah, me too.
That I saw that this was like a thing people did
Yeah.
to like break up the bacteria in their mouths, and I did it, and then for the last few years I've had no cavities.
See, the thing
Wow.
is, I
Like,
don't
So
ever
riddle me
have
this.
I don't ever have cavities. The only time I had one forming was when I was pulling a lot, and then I stopped doing it, and my teeth are fine.
I mean, that I think brings up a
teeth look
larger
good.
point of like
What?
you have to actually pay attention to how your body is responding to something.
Yeah.
Well, it's just more of
It's
like,
like
I
we
just
all
didn't
have
feel
different-
a difference. And then after I almost got the cavity, I was like,
Maybe not.
fuck this.
Yeah.
I got angry.
Yeah.
wow, we love AG1.
I do love AG1. It is important to me that the supplements I take are of the highest quality, and that's why for the last couple years I've been drinking AG1. Unlike many supplements brands, no shade, but maybe some shade, maybe a little bit of shade. AG1 conducts relentless testing to set the standards for purity and potency, and is constantly searching for how to do things better.
Green in my cup, and I call it AG1.
What? Gonna drink it up.
Green in my cup, so I'm drinking AG1. Gotta drink it up some. Gonna get
vitamins.
Wow.
Slurp it up and say thank you.
What is some, since you've been taking AG1.
I actually do want to say to my friends listening to this podcast, I really do. I take it every day, but at this point, and for a while there, when we were doing AG1 ads, I was saying, send me AG1. I'm running out of it and I want to have it. I currently have more AG1 in my house than I know what to do with.
It's because they love you and they're such a good company to us and to
too
you.
much AG1. So if you're my friend and you want to give it a try, let me know.
Go to Katie.
If you're Katie's friend, feel free to hit Katie up and ask for a big bag of AG1.
Yeah, I do like this stuff. I guess they do a lot of testing for different contaminants and stuff, which makes me feel good because I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna test it.
I'm not gonna test it.
You're not gonna pop up in the bag and say,
so
"What is this? A Barbie's
tested
foot?"
It.
And it's so easy. Everybody has to drink a beverage at some point in their day,
in their life.
Yeah.
It is actually good. You know what? When I'm on tour and I'm really like doing my good scheduling stuff,
nice
drinking it in the morning with a glass of water. It's also if you're dehydrated icon, it's good to just boom, power hydrate at the top of the day.
That is part of it.
Just know that you have to drink your little green, drink it in the cup, and you call it.
Oh, it has
AG1.
rhodiola. That's an adaptogen type of vibe that I was taking before I got on
antidepressants
medication. So that could be good for a couple of you as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to replace your multivitamins and more, start with AG1. Try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first subscription at drinkag1.com/gayotic. That's drinkag1.com/gayotic, or text me if you're my friend and you want some AG1.
But
Check
if you
it out.
don't look for Katie's information online. Only personal friends.
Don't text me. Speaking of essential oils, I got a body scrub and like a aromatherapy massage at a Korean spa yesterday.
Wow.
It was the best experience I've had in a long time.
You're still riding on a high.
I'm still riding the high.
Sounds incredible.
I'm going to integrate it into my life.
I think that's great
Your
for you.
skin is looking really
That's really
good.
nice.
I'm
You
not
wanna
even
touch it?
kidding.
Your face skin
I
looks
think
good
that's
too.
good for you
wow.
to do.
Feel good.
Is it always that soft?
It's
No.
almost like coconut
The
oil.
amount of
That
dead
actually
skin.
Bring it over
does
here.
feel amazing.
Yeah,
The
stand up.
amount of dead skin that came off my
Stand
body.
up. You got to come to my left hand.
Ooh,
That's nice.
yeah, it is soft.
You're like,
Wow.
This hand, I can't feel anything.
Like she was reading Braille.
Because I was trying to feel it.
She went like this.
I did see that.
This hand, I can't fucking feel. I'm using my left hand. I'm
see.
focusing. What do you want me to look like? Look, you think I feel
Look
with my
at it.
eyes? Feel with my hand. I'm focusing.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
man.
take that part out anyway. Okay. A few years ago when I was on a trip, I did a hammam, which is like a
Mom.
it's a bath experience. I did it in Morocco and I was bathed by a very large woman in underwear.
This
And-
website
Whoa.
looks like shit.
And
by the
you're
way.
like-
It really
amazing.
unlocked.
She's a
like,
dirty-ass
it wasn't
pervert.
no, it wasn't a sexual
Liar.
thing. It was like a nurturing thing.
Oedipus.
Stop it. And
Wait, what does Oedipus have to do with this?
like a mom thing.
Yeah, I was dealing like I just
But
thought
that's
about somebody.
isn't that
washing-
Electra? That's like a girl for a
Electra.
girl. It's
Fine.
It's dad.
Whatever.
I wasn't listening. I was looking at their very, very
Girl
bad
and
website.
mom. I don't know what the mythological reference would be.
I don't know, like Demeter or.
No, the girl.
Well, they had a good relationship.
girl
Oh,
and
but
mom
she's
is still Electra, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then there's
um,
Antigone, which is something else.
I don't remember
Mm-hmm.
that one.
Antigone was Oedipus' sister, I think.
Yeah, Google.
Oh.
Google.
Yeah.
All this these twisted
Anyway,
Greeks.
I loved getting bathed by this enormous woman.
Wow.
Yeah, you did.
And
Enormous in what way? Like in a Matilda, what's her name? Mrs.
she was like
Trunchbull?
physically really big,
And
like
strong.
tall and
Like-
big,
And
like
probably
strong. Yeah,
strong.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
like
what I
Miss
was.
Trunchbull.
I'm trying to
Miss
imagine.
but like
Trunchbull,
not
yeah.
mean.
I
No, of
like it when
course.
a man,
a little bit
honestly,
rough.
someone needs to be strong.
Yeah, she was very like gets over here like
I
this.
still really
Yeah. Put your
Um,
hands on the wall.
Yeah,
Great.
when I finished I finished this project
Mhm.
and I was like, I want to do something nice for myself.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
great.
book this thing, and but I was like, you couldn't find like a hammam in LA, so I was like,
It's like
maybe
us in the.
Trying to find Banya.
Yeah.
Korean like bath scrub will be like this. And yeah, I went and they
they're like, I went early. I did like the hot tub cold plunge thing. And then this woman came in and she was like an older, big woman. And I was like, please, God. And she was she was wearing like a black lace bra and underwear, but like big.
Whoa.
They wear that at the Korean spas a lot of the time.
That is very interesting.
It was so cute. She looks so cute. And
I wonder why they just don't let them wear clothes.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
they're
Sounds like if the right
splashing
person
water
walks in
everywhere.
there, you're gonna get a
like
different
beat
experience.
you. They like beat you and splash you.
Poop.
Wow.
It's awesome.
I've seen this on the Anthony Bourdain when he goes to Korea and they scrape all his skin off.
Right. Also, there's like
On
it's
the-
like
cool.
it's like a
on the
rubber
Anthony
massage
Bourdain.
bed type of thing, and there were 4 next to each other and like little walls in between, but there's other women going through the same experience at the same time.
Wow.
Like so, it's very like
They
you
do this
just
at We
feel
Spa.
like a animal kind of.
Wow.
Like you just feel like you're
like
getting
being reborn.
Like
It's
clinical,
back to
like
primal.
medical.
Yeah, it feels medical, but it's
Medical.
like in like an old timey way.
For sure.
Like
It's like when you-
bloodletting.
Like
When you want-
bloodletting,
yeah.
yeah, sure.
Or when you like watch a mama cat clean
Yeah,
the
yeah,
litter
yeah.
It
with their
feels like you're
tongue.
getting cleaned by Mama Cat.
I love
Seriously.
you.
Yeah.
It's so amazing.
So
thing
like
to
she
watch.
scrubbed my back down, she scrubbed my front down, then she had me turn on both sides. And she's like literally just like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
You're a
moving
rag
your
doll.
body
Oh,
around, yeah,
you're,
like
you're
your little
just,
puppet.
You know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Has Sarab met Button? Not to.
I haven't met Button.
No. Like almost
I
no
really
one has
wanna
met.
meet
It's kind of
Button.
made me realize
He's
like I
so
haven't had
cute.
anybody over.
We've been busy and.
Yeah.
But
but
he's so handsome.
yeah, you got to
He's
meet my
really
cat.
So
cute.
cute.
He's
I
cu-
know.
he's really
He's
cuddly.
so
I really
cute.
want you to get a cat.
I want
I
him to
know.
get a kitty. Oh, this is a
I'm so
shorty.
sorry.
I've been
Crazy.
here.
No.
Don't apologize again.
I hate-
saying sorry
I'm
for these
literally-
nerds.
I'm
You're
ready
gonna
to
make
fill,
you
fill it with
stand up.
gas.
No,
With-
yeah.
We're like, we've had boring episodes, but this one.
No, this one's good.
Boring.
This is
So
as I
pretty much
said,
unusual.
this is Sikh chiffon.
Wow.
I was so amazed by your brain.
That's so funny.
This
I
is
can't believe
before we
years
do.
and years of
Don't you think
smoking
we should
I
weed.
never thought
Don't you
of
think
that.
we should get like a?
We're gonna make merch.
Wait,
Yeah, we need to make some merch.
I
love
have
that.
We should
one more
make
thing.
chaotic merch with your face.
I would love that. We should do one more thing before we do
Turban.
That's Frank. Let's
do
each
it.
say our favorite thing about Sarab.
Oh.
and
wow.
our least favorite
So
show
sweet.
mistake that we've made.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Favorite
go
thing
ahead.
about Sarab, least favorite show mistake?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Oh, it's really hard. I just love you so much.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you
nice.
can-
That's so sweet.
I'm ready.
Okay.
My favorite thing about Sarab is that you are secretly a devious little bastard.
It's true.
You hide under the sweetest man alive exterior, but inside
There's evil.
You're purely
It's
evil.
true.
And I love,
Thank
and
you,
I
Joe.
love
Thank
that.
you for loving
You're
that.
No,
mischievous.
you're a little. He's a little trickster.
Yeah, he's a trickster.
He's,
You're
a he's a little trickster, mischief, and he'll con you out of all of your money and out of your heart.
We didn't talk about poker.
Wait, we didn't talk about Dave and Buster's.
Oh my god! Oh, him getting obsessed with that game.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
when-
that was
that
all
was
because of you,
amazing.
Katie. I won. I think I beat everybody.
Sarab
You
got.
literally did.
I showed him a
did.
game at
And I
Dave and
went
Buster's where you
crazy.
can like. I found
like
one
Cole
game
and
where you can randomly get a lot of
basketball.
points. And I told Sarab
I'm
about it,
Cole's
and then you
coach.
were there for like hours.
I did stay for about 2 hours on that game.
It was like a little, almost like a pinball thing, but it was like a tilt. What was it?
You had to
called?
sort of get. It was basic. It was almost you had to shoot
pull this
something
thing
into
back.
different score. Yeah, and then it would send the ball up, and if it landed in a certain thing, you'd get points. If it landed in another thing, you got like extra points.
Yeah.
Because I asked Katie, I was like, "How do you have?" I had like no tickets. Katie had so many, and I said,
Yeah.
"How did you?"
I said it's
wanna
from
do
this
that."
one game.
Yeah, and I was like, "All right." Like,
Yeah.
Gunning for the AirPods.
I'm going in. Yeah.
No, he ended up getting a claw.
Fuck
I
yeah.
did.
Yeah, you did
It's
get
still
a
in my drum
And
vault.
then, he'd hide it inside of his shirt.
That's right.
This is, and let me go back to devious bastard.
The claw inside your
I know, the
shirt is
claw.
So cute.
And
So
my,
cute.
my least favorite mistake I've made was when I cut my finger in the middle of a show and I played a wrong note during a solo.
I
and-
remember that.
Or
That
my
was
not,
the
I
one
didn't cut
thing I
my finger.
remember your
My
reaction to
finger
it.
got stuck
That was the
inside
one
of a
time
cut.
I thought that
Gosh.
you were like really actually like traumatized by a mistake. Because
oh,
sometimes
yeah.
you make a
It
mistake
sticks
and
with
it
you.
scares you
Oh,
to
yeah.
continue
Well,
playing
yeah.
shows.
I also,
Yeah, it
because
does.
I had a cut on my hand and my string got caught inside of my cut.
So it also hurt.
It just was the worst.
Yeah.
And I had to have Frankie bandage me up, and then I thought, I don't want to play the show.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you make a mistake and you're like, oops, like LOL.
Yeah, no,
like sometimes
LOL.
it's
Most of the
funny
time.
and fun, but sometimes it really does suck.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for me. And I love you, Sarab. And I'm sad this is short.
Joe.
But I know, God, we could chat all night. My favorite thing about Sarab, other than how lovely and kind you are as a person, I really like your sense of humor. I love you have a great laugh.
Aww.
And you also have a genuine curiosity about life that I think is like very pure and true and like kind of inspirational. And yeah, I love you.
Wow.
And obviously you're a great drummer. Hey, I got to give it up for the skills. Yeah. My mom always after shows is like, Sarab sounded great tonight.
Well, it's you and Gio have the infamous lock.
Yeah. Oh. You know what? I actually made an image the other night because I was listening to the live mixes. I made an image of, I need to send it to you and him because I was listening to the live show mixes and I was like, God, you guys sound so good. And I was just like, and then Gio replied something like, yeah, Sarab sounding absolutely lethal on this. And I was like, you guys are like Lethal Weapon. And so I photoshopped your faces onto the poster of Lethal Weapon.
Or Mel Gibson.
Yeah, I'm
cute that
you
Danny
did
Glover.
that.
We
already are.
We should make a t-shirt. We should make a t-shirt.
I'm going to send, I'll text it to you after. I meant to send it.
But so what's your least favorite
My least favorite mistake, God, what was like one that, you know what? A lot of my mistakes, to be honest, are technical failures. And
totally.
That really fucked me up.
I'm not to blame.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing about it. But
don't do that one then.
My least favorite mistake, I mean, sometimes I just get at the Greek I got nervous and I played the sub bass for Never at like a bar early. And but that was kind of like LOL.
We hadn't played that song in
that was
a long time.
Yeah,
I was just like,
songs was hard.
Like I was just like freaking out and nervous about playing it. What was my least favorite mistake? I think I've sometimes spaced out and been like, I don't know how to play Number One Fan on the keyboard. But if you don't think about it and you let the muscle memory take over, it's like I know
thinking
what
is actually the worst thing you can do.
And I know the note. I'm not, I've like done it a million times. I know what it is. Yeah. But sometimes there was one time where I walked up to the keyboard and I was like, I don't know how to play Number One Fan. And then
once you had the
figured
thought,
it out,
it's
but
over.
I went kind of like. Like I just made mistakes going up to
and then the next
notes.
3 shows, I'm sure you were scared about playing it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
When my Prophet used to go out of tune a lot, I fucking hated that.
That sucked.
I've had to do a lot of like little fix-em-ups kind of in the moment on the keys, which I really, really fucking don't like. But I'm also fine. Most of the mistakes I make usually they'll be so bad that it's like for a second and it makes me laugh and who cares? But yeah. The tech failure stuff I really don't like.
Yeah,
it gets to me just because
it's out of your hands.
Because it happens
just
to me so much.
Yeah, it's because you got a lot of tech. Okay, Katie.
Okay. Yeah, I really can't pick one thing. That's my favorite thing about you. I love you so much. But I also think I have to mention, it's like I do really feel when you first started playing with Muna, it was like I remember in that conversation, I hated you, and I thought you were an idiot. No,
not at all.
we were talking about like I think you had said something about like just not like relating to the music, but like resonating with it. And I've always felt like since we started playing together, it was like, oh, you just understand like what I'm trying to say in songs and like bring that to the drums. And that's what I love about playing with them is like
Sarab.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
True.
I know.
Really you totally get it.
You get it on a deeper level and like it just helps like so much. And I feel that way about Gio too. It's like we're very lucky to have
everyone
like,
just
good
gets
band.
It. That's why it sounds good.
It's a heart. When I opened that folder when I got the music, it was like I had like a heart. I can't describe it any other way than it was a heart reaction.
So sweet.
I was like tearing up listening.
That's like the best thing you can have like with someone who's working like on a project with you is somebody who just like feels it.
Totally.
So I feel really lucky about that. And then I also like I mean I guess it's like I feel like I see you as like this kind of someone I can go to like for wisdom, but you always deliver it in a way that's very silly and like humble instead of like being up on your Like I do think that you are like incredibly wise, but you're not annoying about it.
Oh.
You need to get more annoying about it.
You
Well,
could
that's so
you
sweet
could
of you.
probably get a little more
I
annoying
actually
about
think
it.
so.
No,
Yeah.
I feel the opposite of wise inwardly, but that's so sweet of you to say. And anytime that I don't know if you guys feel this way, but sometimes when you speak to somebody and like that you're connected with deeply, you end up coming to something that you wouldn't have come to on your own, and that
Totally.
you kind of are really learning from that person.
Yeah,
because
by
it's like
talking to them.
reflecting
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your
off
mirror.
of them.
Yeah.
I feel that way with you.
I feel
Yeah,
that
like
way
once
with
I'm in
you.
love with you.
I love you too, and we did kiss once.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we
true.
did.
Yeah, during the show.
On the lips.
Yeah,
It wasn't just the
I
cheek.
think we were
It's
kissing.
way different.
I think we were
everyone.
kissing his head. I don't think
Yeah.
we could make it to
You
his
guys
lips
couldn't.
because we had the instrument.
What show that was?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
you remember.
It was like a bunch of people.
Everybody decided
I
on
remember.
kiss.
That was
Where were we?
It was in. I feel like it
I don't
could
know.
have been Boston.
I have no idea, but I know we all went up to the kit and tried
Yep,
to.
you
Yeah.
guys did. You,
And I
you
got
planned
him.
it. You did
Yeah,
get
I mean,
me.
you're the one who could grab
And I got you.
that mouth.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
folks,
Yeah.
Sarb is. I know we make fun of all the people that work for us and call them gay. Most
Sarb is
they're
not
not gay.
Yep.
Sarb's not gay.
Sarb
And
is straight.
Sarb, are you single?
I am single.
Okay, so just
And if-
take that.
and
to
I'm
he's
mean
the
single and
nicest
looking
man.
to eat Pringle.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Single, and if you
Yeah.
have
Hell yeah.
if you have
And maybe
Pringles,
mingle.
Whoa.
Pringles first, folks.
Whoa.
And you know what that
Dude,
means?
Naomi's the Pringler.
So wait, both of
Pringle- my least favorite-
Were you
both of
rocking
your
Pringles in
worst
the last
mistakes.
I mean,
So then we
for
can
me,
wrap
it's
it up.
just it's so like one note, not to be no pun intended, but it's like
What? Stay away.
yeah, it's
You've
like
never boofed that note in your life.
yeah, I have like
Barely.
I think you like made a sound once that was like emotional.
no, it was the show.
Yeah.
Keep knocking.
It's maybe not like mistake, but it when we played Pride in LA and
Oh, yeah, you were
I
having
was
anxiety.
having like panic attacks and I wasn't on
Yeah.
medication yet. It was such a hellish experience. It was almost like I had this experience of like I was making everything felt like a mistake.
Yeah.
Like and like leading up to it.
Mm.
So like my throat was closing. And I don't think I could ever really get up to the note that I was supposed to sing in that song. Even though it's like technically it's like
Yeah.
not that high.
Totally.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
but that was just a very painful experience. And I do think sometimes like my psychic pain can be like really out of proportion to the actual
No,
mistake.
the mistake doesn't matter.
The
It's
mistake
how you
itself.
feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my least favorite in terms of like the experience. I just remember feeling
Yeah.
so shitty after that
Oh,
show.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, King.
Well, my least favorite, which you guys know what it is, but we were playing at Terminal 5 in New York, and it was a big show.
Don't remember.
You know,
You don't
and-
remember? The only reason I remember is because of what you said about it.
Yeah, I basically went. I was so in my body,
I'll try and pull it up.
and that I basically was just like starting to be like it was just happening, and so I just went to another planet. The planet Zagribula, to be exact, but I was like not there, and I just thought we were in a totally different section of the song,
We've
and
all
I just
done that.
jumped, and I looked over at you guys because the three of you kind of looked at each other like wait, like what
Wait,
does
which
he
section
know?
did you
No.
do? Did you go full
No,
kit?
all he
Oh,
did
you
was
went
full
kit
kit
on the first chorus.
It's like
Yeah,
that's like
I
the
did.
least mistake that you could ever make, and I like how that's the worst mistake
I've made
that
a
you've
lot of
ever.
others.
Because apparently
No,
what
but
happened.
the only reason it was a mistake is because we looked back at you. Because all I thought was, did I fuck up?
Right,
That's,
right.
That's
And
all
I
it makes
felt
you
so
do.
bad though. That's the last thing you ever want to do as a drummer is make
No.
anyone
no,
else
it
think.
was fine though. You didn't. I've literally. pulling
Whenever
up
I go to the wrong section of a song, I just
the log.
laugh.
You do
Like,
laugh.
Those
Yeah.
I don't care about those at
care?
all.
I know.
You did a fill into the chorus and started playing full out, so we at least knew you were going to do it. But then you said, I was on Planet Zagribula at that moment and didn't know where I would land if I kept going.
It's true. It's really true because I
pretty
was like,
amazing.
should I keep going? But then I was like, I don't even know what is the song
Yeah,
anymore.
that song also we didn't do that much,
yourself.
and it's a harder. To be honest, it's kind of a complicated song.
It is. I love that song so much.
It's so much fun to play.
I know.
I
Should we
really
do
like
that
playing.
rank? Do we still have
we
time?
can. How about we do it fast? Everyone's got to rank fast.
Okay.
right.
And do you rank things the worst?
It's usually
best to worst.
Yeah,
Best to worst.
it's 4 and then best.
We
Okay.
can be fast about it. Do we have
Some ones
something
that
else?
we just got in from our YouTube comments, we're ranking pasta shapes, spaghetti, penne.
I'm
from-
ready.
Oh,
Easy.
the pasta shapes is good.
Okay, wait.
What
Can
is
we
it?
go through them? Though?
Spaghetti, penne.
Yeah,
We have to.
What are the
We've
categories?
done this before. We have ranked these things before, and we need to.
That is so funny.
We need to do.
There's too many
We
that
need
I
to
like.
do. I feel like we
Rigatoni.
need
What, a
rigatoni.
That's a big thick
bucatini.
one.
Rigatoni's fat
They're like
and
that.
thick, and it's tubular.
Gotcha.
Like the vodka
tubular.
rigatoni from Hot
Bucatini
Tub.
is thick
Oh,
spaghetti.
oh.
The
With
rigatoni.
It's like spaghetti but thicker, and it is also
Oh,
tubular.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cacio
you like.
e pepe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if it's good.
That's bucatini.
So we're doing
Rigatoni,
bucatini, rigatoni,
Maybe fusilli.
fusilli.
Yeah.
Swiggly.
What penne?
Sure.
Okay.
Penne is just tubular.
Tubular
Yeah.
shaka.
Love penne.
Yeah.
Tubular
Tubular italics.
shaka.
It's italics.
It's rigatoni italics.
Yeah, it is.
And
it's
Ozempic.
It's Ozempic
Skinny
rigatoni.
along. Yeah, I love that.
Okay.
Ozempic.
Yeah, I like how
You
we
guys
just
have
threw
it?
spaghetti
Yeah.
out, but I gotta be honest,
Well,
I don't even want to
bucatini
eat.
over spaghetti.
Yeah, I don't even want to eat spaghetti
truth.
if I have all those other options.
I'm gonna
All right, so
I'm
those
gonna
are the
do
top
it.
4 in your ranking.
I'm gonna go,
those.
and then
okay,
we're just
yeah.
gonna go.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch of other
Rigatoni.
shapes I would do that we don't have
what
to do.
you like the most.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Rigatoni, bucatini, fusilli penne.
Okay. I
Sorry.
I think rigatoni, bucatini, fusilli penne.
Wow.
I didn't know if I should do. I didn't know if I should do bucatini
Wow.
then rigatoni.
I get that.
There's so many other shapes though. It's
Okay.
like
Guys, this is
orchette.
the first
Ooh,
rank we've
I
ever
know.
agreed on.
Wow.
Okay, you can.
you
can go.
agree?
That is
Yeah.
my rank.
Go ahead, do it.
Wow.
You just say it.
Rigatoni,
Yep.
bucatini,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fusilli, penne.
Okay,
Wow.
we should do
Wow.
another one. we
what
should
is
do another
Sarab
one though
thing?
with
What's your
other
rank?
pasta shapes.
Penne,
Whoa.
Good. Difference.
bucatini,
Yummy.
Okay.
rigatoni,
Yummy.
fusilli.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Cool.
know that you like penne, and I accept you.
Yeah, I do like penne.
What are you having penne with? Like, to me, it's kind of like
Penne is like with
to me, it's like no
like
offense, but it's like
spinach,
you baby.
It is, baby, but it's
Little
very
bit.
easy to saute. I like the.
vegetables
I can.
and like.
Yeah, he's doing.
I get it.
I like bow tie also.
Do you want to do a second round?
Yeah.
More
Wait.
bu-
We'll do a second round. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do
Second round.
lasagna,
Whoa.
Whoa.
gnocchi,
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay.
and then let's do angel hair, controversial,
Okay.
Whoa.
and linguine.
Wow.
Whoa.
Can we
okay, this is
remind
kind
me?
of.
Okay.
Lasagna, linguine, gnocchi, angel hair. Wait, that's not my rank. That was just me reminding myself.
Okay. Lasagna. Actually, no. Gnocchi, lasagna,
I like the way you said gnocchi.
linguine, angel hair. Sorry. Angel hair's fine.
Lasagna, gnocchi, linguine, angel hair. It's because I've had lasagna recently
It was
with
dank?
traditional bechamel and duxelle, and it was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's good.
I haven't had lasagna in a while.
It's
Lasagna.
When it's very good, it's good.
Wait, no. Linguine.
Whoa.
You are.
This is kind of like a mishmash. This is like pasta, and.
Because
It's like, what is gnocchi? Is it potato? Is it ricotta?
I know. I'm associating it with the sauce.
We didn't even do ravioli.
clam
guys.
girl.
No, we didn't do ravioli. Maybe ravioli should actually be a part of this.
Yeah, throw it in there.
You know, it should be tortellini, gnocchi, ravioli, lasagna, because those are all like things that aren't just
Have you
pasta
ever even
shaped.
eaten?
You know what I'm saying?
I have, and I
No,
did
you're right.
for a
Sarab's
long
full
time.
vegan.
So it's a
And-
mix,
but I-
and,
but
we'll
my-
do, and then another time we'll
I
do
love
just
lasagna.
pasta shapes. So you know what I'm saying? It's
Total.
all
Yeah.
it's all like either like stuffed or it's like a different form. So it's
Tortellini, gnocchi,
Okay.
ravioli, lasagna.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay. Ravioli, gnocchi, lasagna, tortellini. But I love them all.
yeah.
That's the truth. Is I love them all.
Yeah.
I haven't had
How
a
did
good
lasagna and gnocchi just switch places for you?
in a
Well,
while.
No, they didn't. They just went lower than ravioli.
Wasn't lasagna originally your number one?
No,
No, it was my
two.
number 2.
Oh,
I pushed
okay.
it
It was my
down
number
to
one.
Oh, I see, I
ravioli.
see, I see.
Yeah.
Tortellini, lasagna, gnocchi. Fuck, I don't know. Ravioli gnocchi. It takes really good gnocchi to make me think that gnocchi is really good.
But when it stinks.
Yeah,
Why tortellini for like what is tortellini?
So it's like imagine we're at a nice restaurant.
Good.
They bring out it's usually going to be like a corn, like I guess they're going to call it agnolotti, but it's like a tortellini. It's small.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Small, so it's smaller than a ravioli, but it has more texture because it's small.
You know,
Like the one that
does that amazing?
Who?
Have you ever been to Giorgio Baldi
No.
in
What?
Santa Monica?
No, I ain't
Why
going
are you
down.
laughing?
I ain't going down there.
Have you been to Georgia Baldi?
It's Rihanna's favorite restaurant.
It's
Wow.
Oh, wow.
so good, and they do corn agnolotti.
Yeah, it's agnolotti, which is a different thing, but I think tortellini has a similar texture ratio to agnolotti.
Okay.
Remind me
Like a
to
little
tell
ravioli?
you something funny about
Yeah.
that restaurant.
It's like this.
I'd rather have a big one.
Okay, that's fine. I just
ahead.
like it to be chewy.
Do yours.
That's
Okay,
fine. You're free. I accept you.
Ravioli, lasagna, tortellini, gnocchi.
Mhm.
I just haven't wanted gnocchi in a long time.
I only really like
Yummy.
gnocchi if I love a ricotta gnocchi.
Also, gnocchi is often a vegan option. So
Yeah,
this might be like
There's a Trader Joe's gnocchi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
yummy.
bad.
Yeah, I think I ate that a lot when I was like learning to cook.
Yeah.
Shout out Trader Joe's.
Shout out Trader
Trader
Joe's.
Joe's.
Yeah.
is public
Lasagna, ravioli, tortellini, gnocchi.
Cheers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And thank
Cheers.
you.
Had the real
Cheers.
thing.
Cheers to Sarab.
Oh. Cheers, you. I
Love
love you
you.
guys so
I
much.
love you.
This was very fun. Thank you
Thank
for
you
doing
very-
this.
Thank you
Yeah.
guys for having me.
We'll have to do it again. This felt way too
Let's
short.
way too short. We'll
Yeah,
do it
I
again.
We need to do it again.
And
Also, you're in Silver
some
Lake,
more.
so you're
we'll do some more
close.
pasta.
We're gonna have you
yeah.
come on to play games with. Honestly, that would be fun.
I hope I wasn't too. I'm
Just shut
very-
You were the best.
I swear to God,
wandering.
I'm gonna
That was
smack
I'm
fun.
you.
so sorry.
No,
I
that
I'm
was
literally
like,
gonna
that was
smack
good.
that
Fun,
ass
you-
if you
Ooh.
keep.
Ooh.
You know this.
What if I like it?
Yeah, that's fine.
That was a Headgum podcast.